Hello, welcome back to I Smell Fraud. For the first time, I will go with the B country, and the first B country that I've been with to or went been to was the Bahamas, and this has quite a story behind it. The Bahamas was a place that you always come from your imaginary, right? Uh, and in 2015, for the first time, me and my wife, we were earning a very good salary, and we said, okay, let's just go and do something exotic, and we said, okay, let's go to the Bahamas. So we go to the Bahamas. We travel first to Miami directly, and then for the US, I will speak about it later. But the first thing that was very interesting, and this is of course no frauds, anything. It was just travel holiday. Was that we the flight from Miami to Nassau and then from Nassau to Miami back was with Bahamas Air. In Bahamas Air, the flight was full, but it was full of Cubans. There's a lot of Cubans in Florida, of course, and at that time, at least, you could not fly directly from Miami to Havana. So this Bahamas Air did this kind of a route that was through Nassau and then to Havana, and basically we were us plus another two or three people were the only ones that were on that flight that were actually going to Nassau and left in Nassau. Everyone else was going into Cuba next. Anyway, so that was the first interesting thing. We didn't know a lot about the Bahamas, and this was not super well planned. And we decided to stay at the Hilton because at the time I had like some Hilton status. Uh, and we decided to stay at the Hilton Bahamas, Nassau, and it looked like it was at the beach, and it was at the beach, but it was in the city. So basically, nowadays, this is called the British Colonial Nassau. It's right in the center. And this are true photos. And I have here one picture to show that that was me. Basically, this was the beach from the hotel. But what they didn't tell you was that here there were cruises always coming in. The water was super nice, uh, but it was definitely not top Bahamas experience, although it was quite expensive at the time. We also chose this hotel because James Bond. There was a movie in the Bahamas. This is the lobby. There was a movie in the Bahamas where from James Bond that he stayed at this hotel, and there's some scenes on that. So that was also one bit of a weird reason, though. And yeah, it looks a bit different now, or one or two things. But here you can see like so the cruise is coming from here. And during the whole night, there was a lot of noise because here around this area there was Senor Frogs. There you have Senor Frogs, which is like a party bar. The other thing, of course, that was quite interesting was that there was noise the whole night uh, about people coming in and out, and yeah, so that was it. So we stayed here, and there was rainy. It was rainy season, so there was like a 1 hour of rain every day, but that was not a bad thing. Overall, we had a very nice time. We went. Besides that, we did tourism really. So went to Queen's Staircase here, the center. We went to a slavery museum that was somewhere here. Yeah, Pompey Museum. We went also to visit the a sugar plantation, or not a sugar plantation, but the rum factory. It was somewhere here inside this area, and even to a museum. And besides that, we took a boat and went to Atlantis to the resort. Just walking around, ate something there, saw the views. Could not get in because at the time you needed a bracelet. And then we decided to do like stay at the beach outside of the resort, and that was a big mistake because this was all with a lot of people trying to sell stuff and all. Anyway, then we returned to this was like 7 days. It was pure relaxation, and yeah, that was basically it. On Bahamas Air, to be honest, in terms of rating, I cannot say that I would give her a bad rating. It was just a small company, but the planes were okay. I would say 3 stars, a very average. And you can, let's see if we can get here Bahamas Air, if it still exists. It does. Yeah, ours were, it was something like this, one of these planes. Yeah. Anyway, it was a nice experience, and the next country will be a bit more interesting from fraud wise. We're going into Belarus next. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye bye.